And our next performer is the Director of Property Management with Matrix, and he's sponsored by Chadwell. Please give a warm round of applause to Patrick Burke, everybody. Patrick!
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out to the fabulous Fox. I am privileged to be here tonight supporting this cause with the Atlanta Apartment Association, or as I like to call them, It's also an honor to share the stage with so many funny people. It's also great to see Jeremy Macy. Jeremy, is this your Make-A-Wish? Apartment life's fun, isn't it? It is. You know, I hate, though, that we call them apartments. They really should be called all stuck togethers, where you don't have to worry about lawn care, maintenance, privacy. We're busy right now in apartment world, though, right? A lot of meetings, a lot of conference calls. This is a weird opinion, but I really love conference calls. They give me an opportunity to test out all the new Snapchat filters. What I really like are the video conference calls. That's because I'm used to being on camera with my pants off. You know, when I'm not on the calls, I like to listen to podcasts. There's great ones out there right now. Really informative. You can learn a lot from them. And I think the best thing that I've learned is that when somebody walks past your office and hears the podcast, they assume you're on a conference call and they leave you alone. Being alone, though, it's not always great, right? I mean, I'm all alone on stage right now. And if I get nervous, I'm supposed to picture all of you naked. And that's disgusting. I mean, Mike Davis is here. But I do like being alone at work. Gives me time to multitask with my nose hair trimmer. But every time I use that nose hair trimmer, I can't help but think about the guy I bought it from at a garage sale. I hope it is a nose hair trimmer. I've got to keep my nose clean. I'm a dad now, and I'm trying to be a good role model for my son, Charlie. So when he was learning to talk, I taught him that a great way to ask for another glass of milk is to yell, "Cocktails!" So Charlie's in pre-K now, and that was a really awkward parent-teacher conference. Who knew that pre-K teachers keep vodka in their desks? I say it was awkward. Honestly, I don't remember. Charlie and I were blackout drunk. I'm a golfer. I think it's my favorite sport out there. It's great, right? You get to get outside. There you go. Spend some time outside, get some fresh air, a little bit of exercise, and you can drink while you're doing it. Yeah. Which means golf is something I can do with Charlie, because that kid loves to day drink. Skiing's another sport that I'm into. You know, it's expensive, big time commitment, but I stick with it because I try to have surgery at least once a year. It's not all sports, though. Games are fun, too. We got any Dungeons and Dragons players in the room? Awesome. Best game out there, right? Because it ensures that you losers are never going to procreate. Even if you win, you're still a loser. There's a game that I do like to play, though. When I'm riding on an elevator with someone that I don't know real well, I stay very quiet. And when someone else gets on at another floor, I just launch in mid-conversation. Buddy, hold your head up. It's not a death sentence these days with modern medicine. Just look at Magic Johnson. Or Jeremy Macy. Middle names. Aren't middle names fun? You know what they do is they ensure that everybody has at least one embarrassing secret. There's a guy in this room tonight, true story, whose deepest, darkest secret is the fact that his middle name is Myrtle. Can you imagine how easy your life would be if your deepest secret didn't involve that felony? I talked about my kid earlier. Family time's important to me. One way that I love to spend time with Charlie is going out to eat. I like to take him out to lunch on the weekends. One of our favorite places to go is Costco. It's unorthodox, right? But there's great options. It's easy on the wallet. But Charlie always complains it's not so much lunch as it is a scavenger hunt buffet. Where are the chips this week, Daddy? Another way I like to bond with my family is through music, especially live music. What I do, I go to these loud rock concerts. When I come home, I can't hear for 3 days. My ears are bleeding, but I have no idea my wife's yelling at me. I know a little something about my wife yelling at me. We recently repainted our house. You guys ever pick out paint colors? It's awesome, right? You go to the paint store, you pick out your swatches, you put up the samples on the wall, and then you step back and you pretend that you can tell a difference between 6 different names for white. Speaking of names for white, I'm Patrick Myrtle Burke. Good night.
Give it up for Myrtle, everybody. Myrtle, the dad of the year.